April. Saunders branded Canelo Alvarez a cheat and insisted the Mexican should never box again over a failed drug test. I rated Canelo very high, but now he's down. He's gone down in my estimation so much I don't even rate him as a fighter at all. I don't agree with what he's done, and I think it's a disgrace for boxing. He said that, and now September 27th, he's 3 weeks out from his fight against Boo Boo, Demetrius Andrade. What are your thoughts? First of all, when you found out, what did Boo Boo think? Because this is just, your dreams are just shattered when you hear something like this.
Well, let me say that I had strong suspicions watching his last 2 fights before this fight with Boo Boo. Willie Monroe Jr., who I worked with, there was supposed to be testing, and there was no testing until he got to the UK on a Sunday, and they tested him on Tuesday, and they fought on a Saturday. So he was weighing 160. So that seemed highly suspicious to me. And then the same thing with his next fight with David Lemieux in Canada. And, you know, he claimed that he'd been doing testing and so on. But once again, we see the chubby guy who turns into the skinny guy in 30 days. Seemed highly suspicious. So once the contract was negotiated, there was a clause, the Demetrius Andrade versus BJ Saunders bout sheet had a clause in it that if match...
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boxing Facts Over Fiction. I need you to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. Billy Joe Saunders is in the hot seat. This guy popped 30 for the they calling this drug the BOXER dream drug. This drug does so much for a boxer. It's ridiculous that Billy Joe Saunders was caught taking this drug. I will leave the link in the description section to the video, and I'll also leave a link to my PayPal account. I need you guys to do me a favor. Donate to my PayPal account whatever amount you feel this video deserves, but you have to go and check out that video. With that being said, they took Billy Joe Saunders apart because this drug is the BOXER dream drug. This is what they're calling it.
And let me say that WADA testing, the World Anti-Doping Association testing, is considered the gold standard, but it is not. And the reason, what people have to understand, is that it's not very effective is because they have 2 types of testing: out-of-competition testing and end testing. So in between fights and on fight night. And what people don't realize is that the list of performance-enhancing substances that they test for in between fights is very...
How I say it?
Methylphenephrine. People know this as ephedrine or ephedra, but years ago there was a product called Rip Fuel by Twin Lab that was very popular, and of course has a weight loss product. But this is a very powerful and potent substance, tenfold more powerful than clenbuterol. So Billy Joe Saunders saying that Canelo was taking this, it's like, that's baby food and this is the steak, okay? So what he was taking was up the air passageways. It was an inhaler that he was using. It's a central nervous system stimulant. It gives you tremendous energy, increases speed, increases power, cuts weight. This is a boxer's dream drug. So he was using something very potent on fight night. This is a prohibited substance. But in between competition, the UK AD, anti-doping in the UK, does not test for this. WADA does test for this. So when he signed this enrollment,
Billy Joe Saunders was using the BOXER dream drug. Is a PED that gives you strength, power, helps you cut weight. I mean, Billy Joe Saunders was pretty much trying to kill a man in there. He wanted to kill Demetrius Andrade. He wanted to kill this man. He took the most powerful drug you can take. That's what he took. Billy Joe Saunders wanted to kill Demetrius Andrade because he took a drug that is 10 times worse than what Canelo Alvarez took. I mean, this is unbelievable. Like I said, this is the same Billy Joe Saunders that was trying to be an advocate for clean boxing, and it turns out he was doping. Canelo Alvarez was embarrassed, slandered, disrespected Canelo. And Billy Joe Saunders was one of those guys leading the pack, destroying the name and legacy of Canelo Alvarez. And here he goes, pop 30 for a drug, which is 10 times worse than what Canelo Alvarez supposedly took. Billy Joe Saunders. Shame on Billy Joe Saunders. The fact that he's out here doping, taking drugs, which is worse than what Canelo Alvarez took, supposedly, shows you that Billy Joe Saunders is trying to kill somebody in this ring. You know, he wants to kill somebody. He walks around like he's so innocent, disrespected Canelo, but in reality, because that makes him a hypocrite, man. The tables have turned. Billy Joe Saunders is a hypocrite. He wants to talk smack on Canelo Alvarez, but he's taking the BOXER dream drug. You know, I picked Demetrius Andrade to beat Billy Joe Saunders, but I feel like Billy Joe Saunders may get a slap on the wrist, and he will go on to fight Demetrius Andrade if that fight happens. If that fight happens, man, that's unbelievable. The fact that they're gonna let this man fight on the worst drug out there, a drug that is 10 times worse than what Canelo Alvarez was taking. And we heard Canelo popping dirty for clenbuterol for months. I mean, this was ridiculous. Canelo got suspended. I want to know what's gonna happen to Billy Joe Saunders. See if he got pulled like that to make this go away. But in my opinion, I honestly feel like Billy Joe Saunders is gonna get a slap on the wrist. You know, they're gonna just slap him on the wrist and be like, don't get caught next time, buddy. But it is what it is, man. But I feel like Billy Joe Saunders should be held accountable for taking a drug so ridiculous, so insane that you can kill somebody in the ring. Taking the fact that Billy Joe Saunders had no remorse, that he was on these drugs when he fought, maybe when he fought David Lemieux and when he fought Willie Monroe Jr. The fact that Billy Joe Saunders fought these guys on his PED, Billy Joe Saunders should just be fine for that. And he was willing to do that with Demetrius Andrade, but got busted. There should be some actions taken against Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders shouldn't get a pass, shouldn't get a slap on the wrist. Don't do it next time. No. Billy Joe Saunders should get banned. A lot of stuff should happen to Billy Joe Saunders, man. And I don't wish bad on nobody, but to not only take these drugs and try to fight somebody, it's ridiculous. But donate to my channel, man.